Ladies and gentlemen, live from New York, it's Saturday night. Oh, wait a minute. It's Sunday night, and it's the Punisher here uh, on a wonderful Sunday, a rainy Sunday. Uh, you saw that logo. I am just happy to still be above ground after that incident. Uh, I think that somebody was trying to take me out. So fight, fight, fight. And I'm going to light a cigar, and I'll just let you know ahead. Just like that Epstein girl who's put out a message beforehand, and she said, "If anything ever happens to me, trust me, I'm not suicidal. I wouldn't hurt myself." So, if the Punisher's head explodes on a live podcast, uh, somebody else did it. That was the craziest thing I ever saw. In all my years of smoking cigars, I've never had one explode. Thank you, Lois. I'll try not to explode. Let me go down the board. Let's see. Sovereignty won. Yes, last night I won $95. I remember when you started the fire. What? What do you mean when I started the fire? I didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Enter Sandman. Okay. Howdy, Punisher and Patriots, says Tracy Wu. Sue Fallback says hello. Real life hellos. Lori Previty. Hopes happy Sunday, Punisher. Catherine Stazzone. Good evening. Flamer of Light, the Punisher. Hey, Punisher, may the 4th be with you, and may the 4th be with you. Good afternoon. Baby, come on, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. I should look at the lyrics to that. That would be a good song. Sherlandy, I loves chicken. Hey, Punisher. And the Punisher says, hello, all, and hello, chicken. Punisher getting too hot to handle, says Lois. Maybe I'm too hot to handle. I'm getting them. Ghostbusters in control, whatever that means. Sovereignty takes the win over journalism. Great race, and no wonder they won. Journalism's broke. May the 4th be with you, says Nikki New Zealand. Roll Tide, huh? I guess we got something going down there, and it's Arkansas, right? Is it Arkansas or Alabama? Did your team win or something? Dearest Punisher, on this May the 4th, I have not let you go, as you still hold the grand slam in my heart. I am at your home. Thank you for those kind words. Thank you for those kind words. Klamath Falls, Oregon, thank you for what you do. Okay, good evening, everyone. Hello, Punisher. Have a good week. That earned a yawn. Not because I was born, just because I needed a yawn. You know my theory on that. Freedom Matters. I love you, sir. Thank you. John Woods, salute from Florida. BG17 was watching a show called Ghost. Very funny, very funny. Thing jumped up on me. There, fight. Damn it. Good evening, Punisher. Good evening, Mr. Punisher. Yahoo! Please don't explode, says Lois. Arlene, here we go. Josefina Rodriguez. Josie in the house. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Josie. Be careful. Happy the 4th. It just your explosive personality, says Tracy Wu. That's right. Happy Sunday, Punisher. Blessings, Punisher. Hello. I finally made it, says BG17. Great. Good evening, everybody. David Grogan, thank you. Let's see. Hi, Mr. Punisher. Freedom Matters, sir. I'm John Clooney fans. Thank you so much for everything you do. I remain at your service. Thank you, Freedom Matters. Brian Cook. Hey, blessed Sunday to you. This is the B&M couple, Brian and Marjorie. Yes, I recognize you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll announce it live on this podcast now that Brian and Marjorie were the winners of the Punisher poker chip. They first saw the missing paddle. The paddle was gone. I threw you off with the simple one of putting the little circle on the map, which still has some meaning, but that wasn't it. Like I say, there were about 4 people. They just happened to be the ones first came in. And they will both be getting a chip because they're a couple. How could I not give them both a chip? Thank you for that. Hi, y'all. You're what? You jumped up on me. Linda says, hi, y'all. Your eyes sparkle at conquest. Yeah. Thank you. They twinkle. They flutter. Okay. Josefina says, you're looking great. Thank you, Josefina. Diane, hello, Mr. Punisher from Oregon. Yes, my home state, Oregon. Let's get a drink one of these days, says JT Taylor. A Cinco de Mayo parade has been canceled in Chicago. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. The first time I saw no flags. No what? Oh, no, those flags. Thank you for the Durham support, sir. Crossfire Hurricane Ryan. Okay. Yeah, please don't talk with your mouth full. This doesn't constitute a full mouth. So I can still talk like this because, Clint Eastwood, he talked like this. He had a little tiny cigar in The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And he does that he talks and goes, it's the coolest thing. And I can do it, of course. He gets some little cigars. And there's that time when he gives the cigar to the person dying, gives him a little puff, and then the guy is out. If you haven't seen The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, it's a very long movie, but it's one of the best ever. One of the best ever. Dragonmouth. Sir, how are you, sir? We love you, says Freedom Matters. Thank you. And Dana Domino pulling up the back with the most recent comment. How is the Punisher doing this fine Sunday? The Punisher is doing splendid. And how are you? Very good movie. Josephina says, your eyes are like shooting stars. My only one. Smoke them if you got them. Waiting for a thunderstorm in Rhode Island. Good weather for kicking heads. Well, I see the raindrops coming out here, and I hear them. Raindrops keep falling on my head, just like the man whose feet are too big for his bed. Nothing seems to blah, blah. Had some boomers. Well, hopefully it doesn't get in that crazy pounding. And guess what I'm looking out at? That's right. I opened the pool. It's still cold, but it's time to get her cleaned up, get her ready to go. I think I mentioned last night about that broken valve. Well, I repaired the valve, got a new valve, had to do some PVC work. First time I got a sloppy coupler. You ever see that? We got any plumbers out there? So why is it that this one coupler for a 2-inch PVC pipe got a 2-inch coupler? You can't really go wrong. And it felt like it had like a 1/10 of a millimeter slapping around in there, and it didn't seat. So I had to go back and get another, cut out a section and then put 2 couplers in. But anyway, they were snug and it worked, and the pump is running. Oh, thank you for all these kind comments. Raindrops. I love how you sing. Brian Cook, we have the air show here at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base this weekend. Those Thunderbirds are sweet on the eyes. M loves the planes. It must be Marjorie loves the planes. And if you don't mind my saying, Brian's a vet. He's a veteran. Yes, I learned that while we were exchanging the information on the Punisher chips. And I'll leave it at that. There are some very good people. I heard that we're going to see a Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci? Yeah, Dr. Fauci. He's probably going to show his ugly little face. Maybe he can make his head roll. I miss the air shows. Yes, I visited Ramstein Air Force Base when I was serving in Germany. That was obviously an Air Force base. Yeah. Dana Domino, thank you. That's right. Step on in. I hate when those air shows go wrong, though. Everyone, they've had some recently, too. It's sad when somebody goes down. They trying to provide a safe and entertaining show, and then, things aren't perfect. You got mechanical things and you got humans, and those two things combined can have mishaps. I'm drinking. I've decided that my Blade Runner glass that I'm going to ignore the chip. I'm just trying to tune it out because I can't just throw it away. If I should accidentally break it further, then it'll go. But I just don't want to take out the second one and let that one go down. Lois says, I didn't get a notification, had to look for you. Well, it's a good thing that I am pretty much like clockwork. I've been on here at 7 o'clock. Holy cow, it's been like 2 years now. 7 o'clock, virtually every Sunday. I think that I've only had to cancel on fewer times than fingers on my hand. So that's not too bad, because every once in a while, something's going to come up on a Sunday, of course. I'm drinking a beer on your behalf, says Thomas Betts. Thank you, sir. I'm treating this like every puff could be my last. Michelle H says, I get air shows sometimes in California, just those fighters flying around. Oh, yeah. If you're near an Air Force base of some sort, yeah, you're going to see that. I used to see them when I'd go into San Diego and La Jolla, where I would do some work. Thank you, Punisher. We all have Sunday Live. We all love Sunday Live. Harriet Marino. Do you know if Alexander the Great's tomb is in Venice? It's not a question I've been asked, but I know a little fella, very good friend of mine, who could probably has the answer. His name's Google. But in lieu of that, just to keep the show going, Alexa, where is Alexander the Great's tomb?
Alexander Park is in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
It's not what I asked. Alexa, where is Alexander the Great buried?
Alexandria is the place where Alexander the Great is buried. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear
Alexa,
it?
stop. No, you don't need to pronounce my notifications. By the way, I know what it is. It's weather. I think this, I don't know what the answer was on that. Can we share a drink one day? Oh, Punisher would love to share a drink with the entire group here. 60 Minutes is to be moaning Trump's lawsuits, and screw 60 Minutes. A little late, so much information to watch, as Catherine Stazzone. Catherine, are you Italian? I keep wanting to say Stazzone. Stazzone? I want some mozzarella with my tomato. I'm going to give you an offer that you can't refuse. I'm going to give you an offer that you can't refuse. Arlene Calderon says, Shalom, Punisher. I got to get ready for my graveyard shift, hospice care. God bless. And shalom back to you, Arlene. You have a wonderful night and take care of those people who are in hospice. It's very sad to see, to hear, but I'm glad that you're there. Yep. And Catherine Stazzone said, yeah. Stazzone. She said, yeah. Does she know about the il dente? When you cook in your spaghetti, you make it il dente. Yes, I know about il dente because my mother was Italian and I'm part Italian. My grandfather was 100% Italian. Alexander the Great looks just like, what a resemblance. Looks just like what? You're missing some words there. Blessings from the Adirondacks. Did I say that right? Because I have two chairs out there and I hope they're Adirondack chairs. Sir, are you okay? I worry because you have so much time, so much to manage. Well, that's what the Punisher thrives on, is making heads roll and managing a lot of things. I saw a comment today. Somebody got a notice for the video of the Punisher, and they don't even like the Punisher. They don't even like the Punisher. They said they're tired of listening to the Punisher, and so they have stopped. And I just kind of helped them along and said, okay, well, if you don't want to see the Punisher, then I'll hide you from my channel. That's right. Don't play any games. Don't play any games. Don't want you here if you don't want to be here. What the hell would I want you here for if you don't want to be here? Don't smoke a cigar outside during a lightning storm. Kablooey. Yeah, I doubt that's going to impact much. It's not going to draw any lightning. Now, my electric personality perhaps might draw a lightning bolt right through my skull. I'm going to be honest. I'm really interested in your opinion about something, sir. Freedom matters. Well, look, you can always ask for my opinion, and I can't help about the things it reminds me of that song. But don't ask me what I think of you. I might not give the answer that you want me to. I can't help about the way I look. Them legs are skinny. Yeah, that one. I say that to say this. Ask the question, and I hope that you like the answer. If I can answer, that is. Maybe a dewdrop. Oh, somebody noticed my shirt. That's Quince. Quince is from Jaws since 1976. Oh, over here. 76, I believe it is. Does it say 6? Quinn, remember him? He's the guy that told the story based on a real story, actually. Let's see. Oh, the fights between the descendants of Cain and Abel, sir. That's a touchy one. That's a touchy one. I don't have the answer to that. Is that a Jaws T-shirt? Says Linda Carlson. Correctamundo. Oh, I missed the beginning. Says, when are we getting the names of the heads already rolled? It's sometimes some things are a top secret code word, and trying to reveal all the heads. Sometimes what you need to know is that heads are rolling. And when you don't see a certain somebody around anymore, it's probably because their head rolled. We have an answer on Alexander the Great, kind of. Oh, by the way, KCB is watching Criminal Minds. That's always good. But Cosmic says the exact location of Alexander the Great's tomb remains unknown, according to historical accounts. After his death in Babylon in 323 BC, his body was initially buried in Memphis by one of his generals. Huh. Well, we don't. Buckeye Ranger says, I've got a scar. What do you mean you got a scar? What do you got? What you got? Feeling queasy. Okay. The lyrics to Simon and Garfunkel's song, It's Happening at the Zoo. I don't remember that one. I know a lot of others. Hello, Punisher. I am listening to your live, and may the 4th be with you. God bless you and enjoy your Sunday. I hate when I get little ashes on top of my laptop, so I got to blow them off. I was 4 years old when that movie came out and didn't learn to swim until I was 12, PG-17. I was 11. Yep, 10 or 11. At 11, I guess. Was it 75 or 76? I thought it was, 70. I thought it was 70. 75? Well, I saw it in a theater. Quint's showing his off, okay? He's showing his off. Glad to see all the good people in Trump's cabinet, yeah. Buckeye, why do you keep saying scar? Say what it is. Sovereignty prevailed over journalism. That's true. I mentioned that. Wow. Lots of love today. Swimming in water is my happy place. Remember the scene. Yep. It was a great scene. Them sharks going all around me, and never did another thing. And let's have another drink, matey. Them sharks, they was swimming all around. Blood everywhere. You get those deep voices like that. That's blood everywhere. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. I never have tried to do this man before, but it doesn't seem too tough to do, Quint. $10,000. I get the head, the body, the whole damn thing. A Poppy Trumpo has been playing a 5D chess. Mm-hmm. Did not go swimming that summer. Yeah, they say that there were people afraid to swim in their actual swimming pools where you could see the bottom. How's a shark going to get in there? I mean, at least a snake coming up through your toilet is feasible. Sometimes I think about that in the middle of the night. And it's like, please, don't be a snake down there. Don't have a snake come slithering up the bowl. Scared the daylights out of me. It was a great movie. Land Shark. So you're looking phenomenal shape. Wow. Yeah, I've been pumping iron. I've been doing a lot of work out in the yard. Didn't do much for my gut, though. It's still there. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. Jockey 18 and his horse had 7-1 odds. What's the odds? I know what that means. Huh? Okay. All I know is I won. Sovereignty. No snakes coming out of the throne room here. Nope. I put a little screen down there, some chicken wire, just to prevent them. I'm kidding. The Empire Strikes Back. We had a brown tree snake in our toilet when we were stationed in Guam. Ugh. Yeah, I bet she screamed bloody murder. That's crazy. So see there, that one can happen. That's the one can happen. I had a snake. I had just an old garden snake, but he was about 3 feet long. Opened up the little bulkhead going down to the basement, and he was off on the side when the AC guy was here. We both walked down once, walked back up once, and I said, "Whoa, there's a snake there." And he didn't know what to do. He was a big wussy. I reached in there and grabbed it by the tail. You got to be swift. Grabbed it by the tail and flung it out. Landed over by a bush. Then I got it again, flipped it over into the grass, and then I chopped its head off. That's right. If you don't want a snake to get its head chopped off, then don't bring it to me. Okay. I'm not going to be a pansy and go let this thing go. I'm going to chop its head off. That's right. I kill spiders too. Snakes belong on shoes, handbags, and belts. Yes, there you go. I had a patient who lost her foot to a recluse. Oh my God, the dreaded brown recluse. Oh, I hate spiders. Ugh, ugh. I'm not going to jump up on a chair like a scaredy cat of a mouse or anything, but spiders is nasty and make me shiver. They move too fast, unless it's a jumping spider. For some reason, the jumping spiders don't bother me. They're like little badasses, kind of. They just like boing, 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 and they do move fast. But for some reason, they just don't. Ain't a big deal. But those brown spiders, yeah. A lot of times when I open up the pool, they're down in the what do you call them? The returns. But this time, because the water level went down just a little bit more than normal, and there weren't any spiders. There's usually one in there pulling a sack along with him with a bunch of babies. And then when you step on them, you gotta do a lot of grinding to make sure you get all them little ones because they start scattering. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen a spider bag, you got to kill them all, man. Because man, there's hundreds of them in there. Imagine all them little suckers growing up. Yeah. Screw the spiders. That's right. I don't give a crap about them. I don't give them, look, little things like that. Spiders, flies, rodents, dead to me. Oh, wow. We have 183 fine souls here. We've been on for a half an hour already. My gosh, time flies. Let's see. Go back up here, see some of the comments I missed. Hello, marvelous first 100 days. Absolutely. New York is riddled with bed bugs too. And you've seen Pizza Rat, right? Pizza Rat in New York dragging that slice of pizza around. And then let's see. Brian says, okay, this is M. That's Marjorie. No way would I have reached in that toilet to swing it like a lasso. I kept trying to flush. No, in the toilet, you couldn't get it like that. This one was completely elongated, so I could grab the thing. No, in that case, I would do something different. I'd have to think about it. I'd look down there, and then whatever I'm going to get is going to have some length to it. There's a pretty good chance I would just squish it out and do the fight right there in the bowl. That's probably what I would do. I'd get a metal pipe or something, and I would jam it down in there, and I'd eventually get its head off. And then I'd have to fish out the remains, and then I'd throw them in a trash bag, and then I'd flush down the blood and grime, put a little bleach in there, and gone. But that is a hideous thought that a snake could come up the damn toilet. But you think about it, it's a straight shot. Now, how the thing got in there to start with is another story, but somewhere it had to travel up from the depths of the sewage and make its way up there, all the way up the pipe. That means the big pipe, which is about 4 inches. It can navigate up there through grease and grime and nastiness. And then it said, I'll take a left turn here. It doesn't know where it's going. Took a left turn there. And then it has to go up through the trap of the toilet and make its way. So a pretty long track for that snake to get there. Pretty long track. So that's disgusting. Okay. Spiders are hard to exterminate. Well, I got a pest control guy that comes here ever so often. Let's see. Dead bugs, East Coast. Spiders. Okay, wow. A lot of comments. Catching up. You spray around the outside, around the perimeter of your home. And if you have a reputable pest control company, I don't really see any spiders in the house. And you know what else I don't have? I don't have the webs and stuff underneath the eaves of the house, and all that. So I started that a few years ago, and now I love it. And I always make sure and say, make sure you spray around the pool house. He does. Hello from Texas, Dana Domino, Diane, Hood song. What? Why don't you sing I Don't Like Spiders and Snakes? I don't like spiders and snakes. I don't even know how the song really goes. So what music do you like, please? Frank Sinatra, maybe Elvis? I like everything. Yep. When you're talking about snakes and spiders, is that what Democrats are? Well, a lot of them are snakes in the grass. What's the chicken blue? You ain't kidding. What you talking about? Is New York still dirty? I don't visit there. My ex-father-in-law said to plant garlic around your yard to keep snakes away. I don't even know what the climate is for garlic, come to think of it, because I use garlic like it's going out of style. You can probably smell. Can you smell it? No. You can eat garlic and not stink. Wasps build up under the eaves. Yeah, you got to watch them. That's all. If you catch them early, you catch them while they're building, and then you knock the little thing off. I have knocked off a few hives here and there over the years. Spray some of that wasp stuff from about 15 feet, and then they come flying out, and you run. You run, then you come back a few minutes later and spray again. Congratulations to the poker chip winner, says Maheshel H. Fire ants. Yep. When I grew up when I lived in Moses Lake, Washington, they had fire ants. I guess red ants, whatever, fire ants. These things would build piles. I think I mentioned this a long time ago. They would build an ant pile, and these things were like a couple feet high and maybe 4 feet in diameter. Some of them got so big. And you would just go over there and they're just, and when we were kids, we'd take our hand and just sometimes just sweep through the top really fast and get them all riled up. If you do it fast, they can't do anything to you. Everything falls right off. Somehow, I don't know what they didn't build with a combination of like dirt and little pieces of grass and stuff. So it was a semi-fluffy kind of a dirt, I could say. Yeah, I've been there and done that. Hit and run with the wasp warfare. Got to run fast. Yes, you do. I've been attacked. I've been attacked before. I got stung over the eyeball and around the neck and everything. But it's a good thing I'm the Punisher. I'm not allergic to any of that stuff. It stings for a little bit. And then you get back to work. Get back up on the saddle. Keep waiting for it. Yeah. By the way, that was a unique brand of cigar. It wasn't one of the ones I'm smoking now. So chances are really, really slim that that'll ever happen again. Yeah, I might have PTSD with the cigars. Yeah. But I do at least have one other one that like that, though. I'll smoke it. Correct, Michelle. I am a badass. Hello, Punisher. Better late than never, says Diane Spiak Pisanelli. We got another Italian on the line. Get a mongoose for those snakes. Believe it or not, pigs will take out snakes, and they can take out like rattlesnakes. When I was living in Oregon, there were these old water troughs that they had built along the mountain to funnel the water back in the early days. Funnel the water from the top as the snow would melt, and it would go down these little troughs around the mountainside and down into the town, and then you collect it down there. Well, in building those, people were getting killed because they'd get bit by rattlesnakes. And then the rumor is, or truth is, or whatever, is that they brought in some Chinese guys, Chinese builders, and they brought in pigs. And pigs take care of the rattlesnakes. And they could build the thing without any worry about the rattlesnakes. So I want a donkey. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. I heard they can take on a coyote. A donkey definitely is a tough little beast. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Yes. Hello, Punisher. So do you have any? Okay, get a mongoose. I did. The Chicken Blue. Oh, now I see. Somebody mentioned the Chicken Blue. I didn't realize it was a screen name. Looks like I need a pig too. Yep. And then after it's done its work, you can throw it on the grill. Dr. Phil had RFK Jr. on the other night. Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Phil here. Today, I have a very special guest, RFK Jr. If you want to lose weight, stop eating. I'm Dr. Phil, and I'll be back right after these messages. Dr. Phil has big shoulders. Whoa. I don't really pay attention to his shoulders. My grandpops stayed behind in the war and helped with tunnels and roading. Yeah, cool. Your pet. Let's see. I had to keep a plug in the tub because living in Georgia, service housing, stick housing around there, all kinds of little things come up there. Well, I hope you put it like a brick over that plug. That plug alone, it could probably pop out, right? Dr. Phil, Dr. Phil has the biggest head I ever seen. Are you saying that I have a big head? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm Dr. Phil. Diane Horton says, you're so awesome. Sounded like Mr. Rogers. No, Mr. Rogers is more like this. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be? Won't you please? Please, won't you be my neighbor? Because I like you just the way you are. I don't see a lot of pigs around anymore, but I noticed the paddock. Yeah, there's lots of pigs. Cat C says, right on. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm all ears, sir. Is there anything particular you'd like to say? I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it. Saying it. Do you want me to preach it? Don't make me go into preach mode. Don't make me go into the preacher's mode, because then I will have to start talking like this, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Hallelujah. I say it again, hallelujah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, da, 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 dun. I drink this whiskey each and every show. And when my cigar lights a flame and then tries to blow off the Punisher's head, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Can you believe it's already Christmas time? Donna Robinette, got to go scrape under the mower and clean it. Have a great night, Punisher. We'll see you. Okay, let me check that out. All right. Josephine laughing about something. I don't know what I did that was funny. Because you know that I'm a very serious person. I don't have much of a sense of humor. So I don't play games. I don't do funny stuff. Right. I'll say, boy, it was about to crinkle my crunk. Can't wait for summer to make a big fresh peach cobbler. Yeah, it's almost summer. And then the next thing you know, I'll be sitting here talking about the pool being closed. Oh my gosh, the time flies by, especially when you get to be young like me. It seems like the younger you get, the quicker time flies. Teresa Tobin, Missouri. Is there anything you can't sing, Punisher? I probably can't do Freddie Mercury. Maybe I could do Fat Bottom Girls, you make the rocket world go round. No mas. Oh, you like that, hearing that JFK? A little guy down there just sleeping away. He just, this voice just rocks him to sleep. Rocks him to sleep. Christmas in May sounds better. And just think, for our good folks over in Australia, going into their winter, they got to put on their big heavy coats here, and they're getting ready for winter. Yep. Isn't that right? Mac. Where's Mac? The Macster, MC. Oh no, it's Mr. Bill. Thanks, Kat. Sing Where Are My House Keys. Did you lose them? Where are my house keys, my only house keys? Where did I leave them? I do not know. But when I find them, I know what I will do. I'll put them on the damn ring where they go by the door. There you go, right out of the blue. KCB. I didn't even do an Australian accent yet. Oh, yeah, boy, yeah, blokey. Can you dance flamenco? What? Me no know. Me no understand. What goes around comes around, huh? Letitia James. Oh, Letitia James. Oh yeah, damn right. Uh, uh, I start getting all mixed up when it comes between the Scottish accent and the Irish accent. Yeah, I can't even do it. They have to, Frosty Lucky Charms are magically delicious. Yeah, I don't. I mix them. I start messing it up. I'd need a vocal coach to differentiate. Uh, David asked an interesting question. Do you play Jed? Well, I don't even know a Jed. I know a Jed. Jedediah is his full name. Jed is a character all by himself for sure. A lot of people love Jed. They love to hear him. They love to see him. Some more than others. Some more than others. Some can't stand Jed, I'm sure. And I've told you before, I try to imitate Jed, and I can never do it. Hey, everybody, this is Jed here. Uh, I'm just happy to see you. Oh, he left it behind. Yeah, I can't seem to do it. Can't seem to do it on my own. So Jed's he's a one of a kind. I see some love coming there for Jed. Monica loves Jed. Susan loves Jed. Yeah. Oh, Sean Connery. Oh, Sean Connery. This is I like my martini shaken, not stirred, because it's the only way to have a martini. You know, the name is Bond, James Bond. They always told me never trust a woman who doesn't have any clothes on. That's from that movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones that I did years ago. Yeah. Love Jed. I love Jed. Josephina loves Jed. A lot of people love Jed. I should establish Jed's own fan mail account. And then people can, you know, ask Jed to make more appearances and stuff. But in the meantime, the regular fan mail, you can get a hold of Jed, and I can pass on messages to him. Yeah, Jed's awesome. A lot of people love Jed. That's good to hear. Jed's 15 mowers. No, he does more than that. Trust me. Hell, he probably owns 15 mowers. He repairs mowers like they're going out of style. Mowers, small engines. He even works on cars. Yep. If you need a starter replaced or something like that, he can do it. Return. That's a good one. Return of the Jedi. Oh, I love that. I might have a meme out tonight. Sling Blade. Now, I do know that one. I know what you did. I know what you did last night. That's what you got to do. Billy Bob Thornton. Waiting for it to dry out to get my lawns done. Well, I had to do it on yesterday, I had to do the repair on the pump, and then I had to also mow because there was rain expected yesterday, and today was supposed to be a washout. Turns out today, I mean, it wasn't a good day to mow, but it didn't rain all damn day. In fact, it only rained a little bit. AC, quiet and relaxing. Love your show. Thank you. AQ. Is quiet and relaxing part of the name? Monica Mueller. Did you wait in line for Star Wars the movie? I did. No, but you know what I did do? I watched it in a drive-in theater. What was that about? That must have been about 78. Some of these voices, they thrash my throat a little bit. That's the bullets. Give me back my bullets. They're in there. Blame it on the rain. Can he change a flat tire on an airplane? Wow. Given the right equipment, there's no reason why Jed couldn't change a flat tire on an airplane. In fact, there's no reason why I couldn't change a tire on an airplane, given the right equipment. See, that's the thing. So you got to go over there. You got to lift that thing up. You got some massive ratchet thing that's going to undo those lugs or whatever they use. Might be an entirely different system to keep a tire on. But they're big, and they're filled with nitrogen, I believe. Yeah. If Brian Cook is on the line, he might know that answer. But I understand they fill the airplane tires with nitrogen, which you can have now done at one of them, not BJ's, one of the other places. I think when they put new tires on, they'll fill them that way for you. The reason is they're not susceptible to variations in temperature, and they keep a constant pressure. So it makes them much safer, and you don't have to monitor the pressure as much. Linda asks, how many heads do you anticipate rolling this week? Let me think here. It's 1, 6 or 7. Yeah. There you go. Very qualified. Punisher and Jed for filling plane tires. Yep. Mm-hmm. We sure do. Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see AOC hit the bricks. Oh my gosh, she's running for president. It's so funny. Trust me, they'll weed her out in a heartbeat. She'll be way back in the pack and off the radar by the time that comes around. It actually just shows just how bad off they are. Yeah. Cute, but take 2 house keys to my new house. Huh? I know of a lot of heads that's already rolled, says KCB. Yeah, the Rat Pack. Yeah. Joy to the world. Dun, dun. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but he always had some mighty fine wine. That's right. Singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls. Joy to the chickies in the fishies in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Boom, boom. If I were the king of the world, I'd tell you what I'd do. I don't know. I'd do a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Boca Raton, the rat mouth. Sailing takes me away to everything to be. Little Christopher Cross coming at you. What's the wow? Lois says, wow. Oh, BG says, stay safe, Punisher Patriots. Good night. All right, we'll see. B just popped in to see how the live was going. He is watching the movie Midway. His father was on the USS Dennis in Midway. Midway, that's a good movie. That's a very good movie. Thank you for that. I know you can't spend all your time listening to this man ramble on here. So, Brian says, I missed the question. I was just confirming that aircraft tires are pressurized with nitrogen, I believe, because they're not susceptible to variations in temperature as much as regular air. And I was just wondering if you had heard that or had that experience in your Air Force days. Maybe you weren't in that field. I don't know. Wasn't there a remake of Midway? Yeah, there's been a couple of Midways. Dun, 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 dun. Have a drink, 'cause I'm missing you. Patience and joy to the world. Yeah, so relaxing to hear your whistles. I haven't done that in a while because people get tired of hearing the same old thing. And so I just thought I would treat it. Give the treat of the whistle, because it's one of the best whistles in a song that I can recall. Yep, that's right. So I hope that everybody had a great weekend and ready for the big long week. And guess what tomorrow is? Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. So make sure that tomorrow you have a little bit of tacos. I had tacos today. Great tacos. And the Punisher's homemade Mexican rice, because I know how to cook. And yes, the tires are pressurized with nitrogen. See, he just confirmed. There you have it, folks. Let's fiesta. So you know it. I know it. The American people know it. If you were on last night and saw the Saturday surprise short, then you know that we are at Operation Blackstone 5.1. 5.1. Here we are, because heads are rolling and they will continue to roll. And so with that, I say, it's been a great night. Loved all the kind words. You know it. I know it to make people know it. Screw James White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye.